Hey, this is Andy Fogarty from theathomewelder.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a very clean, very simple wall-mounted pipe handrail. And we're going to do this without having access to any kind of fancy tubing benders or anything like that, or sending this off to pay someone else to bend this tube for us. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do this and where you can get everything you need in one place to get this done quickly. So first let's go over the materials that we're going to use. Now there's really not much to this. It's pretty simple, like I said. This is obviously going to be our handrail. This is just a piece of 1.5" tube, which is the standard for most tubing handrails. The next thing we have is our wall mounts. Now the beautiful thing is, no matter what style you use, every single one of these is already formed to code. Now the next piece is these wonderful little 90-degree angles. Now this is going to allow us to not have to worry about paying someone else to bend this tubing for us. And the beautiful thing about this is they have most of them. Now the ones from kingmetals.com have this little bevel. And the reason why I like this beveled edge is because if you're not going to finish this off, if you're not going to use this, if you're not going to be capping these, as I'll show you in a minute, it leaves a nice little finish. I don't have to grind this and make it rounded. It's already done for me. And it's always very, very clean. So it's a nice finish if you're just going to leave it open. But the next thing is you can use these bevels to fit on there, and it just fits inside the pipe or the tubing perfectly. So it allows you to quickly line this up so you know that you're going to be making this square. So those are the only parts we have going in this railing. Like I said, it's very simple and it's going to be very quick to put together. So now let's actually put this thing together. So, and you can see on my table, now I have a nice little piece of angle here that allows me to butt things up. So, you know, whatever surface you're using, make sure that you have a nice straight edge so you can just lay this on there really quickly and make sure that everything is nice and flush. So, what I'm going to do is I just put my pipe against my edge here, take my little 90-degree angle, and again, I'm using the bevels here as a guide to just fit this on here perfectly. Which I love the bevels because it makes it so easy. I don't have to worry about this being cut straight and this being cut straight or filling any sort of gaps or anything. I could just put it on there, weld it up and go. So here's what I'm going to do. Lay this flat on the table just like this, and it's really this easy. Simple butting it up together. And I know this is absolutely a perfect fit and everything is in line. So now I'm just going to grab my welder, tack this up. Okay. Now you saw what I did there, how I tacked, but I tacked very quickly. I went around with the tacks. So I tacked one on the top, one on the bottom, and then one here in the middle. Now what I'm going to do, and the reason I did that is because if you just do one tack, what it's going to do is it's going to have a tendency, the heat is going to pull the metal out. So you don't want that to happen. Otherwise there's no point in even having these bevels and being able to do this very quickly. Now another way you can avoid that obviously is by clamping everything down, but I'm going for speed here and didn't feel like pulling out my clamps. So I just tacked this very, very quickly. Right now we're going to finish our welds on both sides and then we're going to move on to putting on the brackets.